Tua's 6th career passing touchdown just a few weeks into his NFL career. Dolphins up 7-0. Third quarter, Broncos now leading 13-10. Melvin Gordon finds a hole. He's gone. His second TD of the game. Broncos lead 20-10. Fourth quarter, 3rd and 21 for Miami. Tua, Bradley Chubb just wrecks him. That was the 6th time that Tua had been sacked. You take a look, left leg gets caught in the turf. That would be the end of his day. Ryan Fitzpatrick would take over. Tua went 11 for 20 before leaving the game, and Dolphins trailing here. Fitzpatrick to Devontae Parker, 21 yards to convert the 3rd and 11. Dolphins now deep in Broncos territory. Fitzpatrick looking for Justin Simmons.
No Fitzmagic.
Couldn't do it. Justin Simmons there with the interceptions. Dolphins come back late to win it 20-13. Here's Brian Flores on the status of Tua.
No, Tua wasn't injured. We just felt like it was the best move at that point in the game. We had to get in a 2-minute mode, and we just felt like he gave us the best chance to win the game, which we had an opportunity at the end.
My thoughts were whatever was going to be best for the team. We couldn't. Well, when I was in, we couldn't really get things going. And, Coach felt like his decision to put Fitz in to try to give us a spark. So when I heard that, it's really what's best for the team. And, if we were to win with Fitz in there, the locker room would be a lot different. Everyone would be a lot happier. But it just sucks to lose.
All right, so with that 5-game win streak snapped, the Dolphins fall to 6-4. A game behind the Bills there in the AFC East going into Week 12. Patriots, Jets, they don't really matter. It's a 2-team race right now. Tim Hasselbeck back in. What did you make of Brian Flores' decision to take Tua out? Not because of the injury, just because he thought his team needed a spark.
Yeah, well, it was surprising to hear him say that. When it happened, I wasn't exactly sure what the decision was because, as we saw in the highlight, Tua did get kind of rolled up on funny and been sacked a bunch in that game. They're down 10. And so I think there was an element that they clearly weren't playing well offensively. And so I thought that there was maybe a shot of, look, we can't protect him. It wasn't like they were blitzing their protections. They just had a hard time winning the battle up front. And so because of that, he was getting hit. He was getting sacked. He comes down funny. And I thought in a 10-point game, he just maybe thought, look, we're going to take him out. Then as that game, kind of changed and Fitz did, give them a bit of a spark and they caused a turnover, in their, inside their own 10-yard line, I thought, look, maybe they're going to put Fitz back out there because they think it gives them their best chance to win. And it sounds like from Brian Flores, from Tua, that was the plan. So, look, I don't think it's a great move to do that often. I do feel like in this situation, in this football game, it was probably warranted. But if you're trying to develop a young quarterback, every time that guy is struggling and you're down 10, you can't be in a situation where you yank him out of the football game. You can't. Now, it almost worked against the Broncos today, but I don't think that is the right plan to develop a quarterback going forward. And so, I would be really cautious about doing it if that was the plan in those situations in the future.
And Flores did say after the game that Tua will be the starter for the Dolphins next game. So that's at least an indication that they still believe in him, but in this game trying to try a little something different. But let's go to the other side here, Rob.
Yep.
And that Broncos offense, especially the running game, what impressed you most about that today?
They ran 166 yards with 2 running backs. Lindsey was out there, Gordon was out there just running all over the football field. So when you have the ability to run the football, it takes the soul away from the defense. And the last few weeks, the Dolphins have capitalized on turnovers. Even in this game, interception sets up a score. Last week, interception sets up a score. So their ability to run the football, it sets the tone of the game. You create that time of possession to where you control the narrative. And when you're able to run the football like they had in this football game with success, it takes a little bit of your soul out of you as a defender. I've been there. I know how it feels. It's not a great feeling. The altitude's a little high right there, too, so you're even more winded. And at the end of the day, you can't win a football game giving up almost 200 yards on the ground. Yeah, so we can talk about the quarterback situation, but for the Dolphins defense, allowing that many rushing yards from Denver also played a part in that L. All right, some more action
Got the Jets and the Chargers. New York winless still coming into this game, and Joey Bosa in L.A. Looking to keep it that way. Push-up before the game, really, Rob? That's what we're doing, reflecting on them like that?
Before the pool push-up.
Yeah, right? All right, Justin Herbert. Tim, as you've gotten to see more and more film on him, what's impressing you about this young guy?
Well, I think his command of a more complex offense than he ran in college, and clearly the physical tools are all there for Herbert.
Had a touchdown pass to Mike Williams, then finds Keenan Allen here on 3rd and goal. And just like that, the Chargers out to a big lead, 31-13. Now, here come the Jets. That's a little bit of a joke. Joe Flacco, Chris Herndon, cuts the lead at 34-26. Again, still looking for that first win. 2 minutes to go. 4th and 9. They can get a touchdown, a 2-point conversion. Oh, is that good defense or is that pass interference? Denzel Mims would probably argue a certain way. Chargers going to win at 34-28. Jets fall to 0-10. And this is the remaining schedule for New York. Dolphins, Raiders at home, back-to-back road games in Seattle and L.A., and then Browns, Patriots. Tim, I'm going to start with you. Do you see a W on this schedule for the Jets?
Listen, the chances are real good there, but look, their best shot may be January 3rd at New England, which is crazy to say, but based on what we've seen from New England and the rest of that schedule in front of them there, that might be their best shot. And it's scary to think that, and I quite honestly would not wish all of those losses stacked up against, on top of each other for any football team. It's got to be a miserable experience.
All right, Rob, put you on the spot.
I can tell you firsthand, I was on a 07 Miami Dolphins team. They were 1-15. Yeah, I was on that team.
Right.
And I can tell you, when you win that one game, it's like winning the Super Bowl because you do not want to go 0-16. The Jets do not want to go 0-16. So I pray for them that they can get a win at some point moving forward. Maybe the Browns, I don't know. I mean, look. When you're playing on Sunday, you want to win the football game, and you do not want to be on a list. It's a very short list of guys that haven't won a game in a season. You don't want to be on it, trust me.
It would be interesting if it did come down to the season finale against the Patriots. Maybe the marquee game, at least the way it finished for sure, the early afternoon games, the Titans taking on the Ravens. A little before the game, Malcolm Butler chirping at the other sideline. Of course, his first meeting since that divisional playoff game last year when the Titans upset the Ravens, and Mike Vrabel, was he dismissive to Harbaugh there? All right, let's see how that plays out. Here comes Ryan Tannehill to Jonnu Smith. Just like that, Titans take a 7-0 lead. 3rd quarter here, Rob, Lamar Jackson opening up the deep ball.
Letting it fly.
Little flick of the wrist, and it just goes 31 yards, that's all.
Andrews.
Mark Andrews picks it up, and then, okay, Lamar. Not caring about Malcolm's personal space. 4th quarter, Titans down 21-16. Tannehill to A.J. Brown, and Tim, he would not be denied.
Wow.
I mean, it's an amazing run. I mean, he's had an outstanding rookie season. This year's been good as well, but that was about as impressive as any play he's made.
We go to overtime after a field goal by the Ravens, and Derrick Henry's like, let's just go home. 29-yard touchdown. He ran for 133 yards. Titans win at 30-24. But again, drama afterwards. Vrabel wanted a handshake. Harbaugh's like, nah, man, we good. Wow. Okay, I don't know where to start, at the beginning or the end. But let's start at the end. Okay, let's start at the end.
Okay.
With Derrick Henry, Rob.
Yep.
Look, he's been a workhorse for that squad for a couple years now. We saw what he did in the playoffs to get him past the Ravens. But to give the ball to him in overtime, that's got to be a nice feeling.
This felt like an old school battle, right? Just all about hard nose, hit them in the mouth type football. And when you run the ball 28 times for 133 yards and your receivers are not going down, they're running through tackles, scoring touchdowns, that at the end of the day is a tone setter. And the Tennessee Titans at this point right now, they set the tone. Before the game, they were setting the tone. They were calling them out. You saw them on the logo. Right. You saw the head coaches getting after it. You saw it after the game. So, look.